Okay, so this is for my 1971 Volkswagen Fastback, and I'm doing a little bit of dial or instrument panel, whatever you want to call it, dial restoration here. So you've got my fuel gauge that also controls my lights and has a generator oil button, blinkers. This one I've taken apart and kind of started already doing some of the restoration on it. And then I've got my clock dial out. Haven't got my speedometer out yet, but maybe I'll do a separate video on that one. So then kind of took it all apart. You've got your plastic gasket that goes around there, and then you got your wire washer that you have. And then also this is the frame and the glass that goes on there. Cleaned that up already pretty good. So that's looking like, and kind of buffed it out a little bit. And then this is the the casing that goes around it, like inside there, and you can see from this uneven paint in there, it's all smoothed out now because I used some like 400 and 600 sandpaper to kind of get out that rust and oxidation kind of look, and then I'm going to spray paint it with probably some stainless steel, either Dupal or Rust-Oleum or something like that. I'm going to see what I can find, but like the stainless steel, so it comes out to be about that color. So you got a little bit of a contrast between that gray and this gray when it goes back together. And then with the ring around it right here that actually makes it pretty pop is I kind of buffed that out, and so it's looking pretty shiny now. Had to go around that with a little tiny Dremel buffer to kind of get it to really kind of pop, and I'll show you what I mean when I look at the other one. But yeah, that one's looking pretty good. So there's there, and yeah, I've got all my kind of gels in there, so it looks good. But I think you can get those like on plenty of those other Volkswagen sites if you needed those. One more thing with that, this is the back. All those bulbs go in those dark circles that you see there, and then you got your copper terminals on the back. So this one's looking pretty good. I've seen worse in other cars, but I was pretty lucky with the one that I got. All right, so moving on to the clock one right here. So again, I've got it all taken apart. It wasn't too bad. The ring is about the only thing that kind of would give you kind of problems, and that's with this. And it's got all these kind of like little indent, little tabs there that you've got to pop around to make it work. And so again, you got plastic and your wire bent washer. And then this one you've got to kind of pop off, and you can see that it's got a lot of kind of gunk and stuff on it around there. It's not as shiny as the other one, so I'll go around and I can pop it. This is the tiny little bulb that's in the back. It kind of just pulls off, with these little, you twist it and it goes through those little slots there. But this is how you get it off. You kind of use a flat screwdriver and you push up on that when it's sitting inside this hole here. And so then once it's in there, use the screwdriver on the edge and you just kind of slide it out and it comes right out. You can't just dump this bulb out, it won't come out. I tried that, haha, it just doesn't work. Alright, so here's the other one. Here's the other dial, and see it's got to be sanded down pretty good and then repainted. That's about the only kind of work that I think I'm gonna have to do. Glass plastic dial here. You can see that it's got a little bit of residue still on it, but it still looks pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna have to buff it much, and they're plastic. It's just mainly just kind of dirty. So that's it on my dials. So if you guys got any questions or want to see something different, just hit me back in the comments. Later.